What's up? It's me, Token Vaping, and as you can tell, yes, today's juice review is on a company called Brooklyn's Most Wanted E-Juice. Now, I'm really excited to have gotten the opportunity and privilege to do this video. Why? Because I grew up in New York. I did not grow up in Brooklyn. I grew up outside of Manhattan, Brooklyn, the boroughs, and everything else like that. But I spent pretty much all of my childhood, teenage years, and young adulthood in New York. So being able to do a review on a company that's based out of the New York area, very, very cool. As I stated, Brooklyn's Most Wanted E-Juice. Now, I was able to get their sample pack to do, and they sent me, this is their flavor menu, and it's got a really cool Manhattan skyline. Very cool. Homesick, but that's really slick. They do have 4 flavors. Now, you can go to their website, which is bmwejuice.com. It will basically tell you a little bit of their backstory. It's, you know, a bunch of friends that got together and they had one single passion together as a whole that they've all felt really, really strongly about, and that is vaping. They decided to get together and make a solid juice company, juice line, with flavors that best represented quality and an all-day vape enjoyment. Now, I will be honest with you, the flavors themselves are a little different than what's out there, but as a whole, like when you look at a lineup, you tend to get a little bit used to specific groupings of flavors. Like, for instance, nowadays, you know, everybody has a breakfast cereal flavor. Everybody has a specific dessert flavor. Everybody has this type of flavor, that type of flavor. These guys went a little bit outside the box, and they came up with 4 flavors that are a bit more unique. And as a group, you know, they definitely have a wide range, but completely different from what I've come across. And that's really, really cool. So it shows that not only are they trying to bring you, you know, a high quality flavor, they're also trying to give you, you know, something a little different, something that's above the norm, so to speak. So that they're trying to stand out, but they want to make you feel special and unique too as well. You know, all of their ingredients are high quality. They're all locally sourced. They are made they are made in a clean room, you know, and they take all the steps and precautions that they need to ensure that everything that they're doing is of high quality. It is a max VG line. Now, the flavors are an 80-20 mix. However, it is a max VG. So, just to reiterate, because I have said this before in some of my videos, and I know there are some people that do get a little confused on that. Max VG and 100% VG are completely different. Obviously, 100% VG means that there's 100% VG in the flavor. Max VG simply just means that for that specific flavor or line, if that's what they're going to go with, the maximum amount of VG that they chose to use is whatever number that they pick. In this case, it's an 80%. Now, all it basically is just stating is that that's the ratio that works best for the flavor profiles that they have. It does not mean that there is 100% VG in the flavors. So I just want to make sure that that's put out there, just in case there's anybody who still isn't sure about the difference between them. As I said, you can go to the website, which is bmwejuice.com, and it will give you a little bit of their backstory. It'll tell you about their products and a little bit of other information on the company. However, if you do want to purchase the juice themselves, they do have a direct connection to vapemaniacs.com. That's where you can go to purchase these. Now, what's cool about these is they come in these awesome looking labeled bottles. These are 30 ml bottles. They come with with the cap, and they also have a drip tip already in there. It's basically a unicorn bottle, but the logo is really cool. It has the name of the company, which is BMW, Brooklyn's Most Wanted, and I have a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge with the e-juice. The name of the flavor, website, It also has their Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so that's all their media sites, so definitely check them out on those. It has their nicotine level over here, the warning and ingredient and labeling on the back. Now, this one I did say for the video, it is a first vape, first impression for this video. The other reason why I wanted to show it is because, as you can tell the difference in the caps, it comes with a safety lock ring, and you will see it when I open it. You can sit here and go to twist this off, does not go anywhere at all. So there is a safety ring on there. So I wanted to show that to you, which is why I also saved that one for last. As I stated, vapemaniacs.com to purchase. 30 ml bottles are going for about $19.99, which is not a bad deal by any means whatsoever. They do offer 4 nicotine levels. 0, which is 0 nicotine, but it still gets counted as a level. A 3, a 6, and they offer a 9, which is really cool. And the reason why that's cool to me is because in general most juice lines will go from 3 to 6 and then they'll jump straight to 12. So you get an even jump and then you double from 6 to 12. That's a big jump in nicotine, especially when you're figuring out the milligrams of nicotine per milliliter of juice. There's a lot of people who don't feel 6 is enough, but are really, really hesitant about jumping straight to a 12. So the fact that these guys are offering a 9, that's really awesome, because it's basically saying that, we're not as super worried about the amount of nicotine, but we are going to make it a little more accessible so that you still can get a little bit more, but we're not going to just throw it down your throat and make you become addicted to the nicotine specifically. So just something else about this company that just really stands out, a little bit more than the others. As I said, it is a 4-flavor line. The 4 flavors are, the names of them is Informant, Contract Killa, Morning Homicide, and Mugshot. It's more of a going back to, on East Coast New York, flair, whether you want to say it's like old world mafia, old world crime lords, things like that. Not meant in a negative way, but it's unique to the area. The 4 flavors are basically, Morning Homicide is a citrus orange tang. Now, I got one of 2 things basically when I vape that flavor. Definitely get the citrus and definitely get the orange. It basically, if you've ever had the powdered orange drink, it will taste either exactly like that, or it almost basically has a Tic Tac style flavor to that. Either way, it is a very smooth, very mild, but strong orange citrus flavor. So it's not too strong that it's super sweet, but you definitely do not lose flavor in that. And all the flavors that I've tried so far have been very, very abundant in that sense. All the flavors are on point. They're definitely full of flavor. You will not be complaining that you don't taste anything. And I will show you the cloud production on the 4th flavor. Informant. Now this one kind of threw me for a loop because the flavor is a watermelon strawberry candy breeze. Now anytime I hear breeze, anytime I hear cooling, anytime I hear refreshing, anytime I hear any of that like used as a description in a flavor, my brain automatically goes to menthol. So I was kind of a little cautious about that because I'm not a huge menthol fan. I'm happy to say that it is not a menthol blast. It definitely has a mint hit to it, but it works in this flavor specifically because it does have the watermelon in that. You do get the strawberry on the inhale, and it blends into the watermelon, and then the exhale does have a minty cooling effect. But if you've ever had a slice of watermelon, fresh watermelon on a hot day, when you bite into it and you chew it up and you swallow it, that cooling sensation that you get at the tail end of it, that's what I got out of this. And I was very impressed with that because sometimes some companies will make a flavor and they'll say cooling or refreshing, and they actually use more of a menthol type flavor to get that mentholated feel, and it comes off really, really strong. in this particular situation, the minty aspect of it definitely gives that refreshing cooling factor without coming off as being very potent. It's still a little much for me because I'm not a fan of that style flavor. However, it is definitely not menthol. So for people that like a minty style vape, that are looking for something that has that cooling effect, but aren't really wanting the menthol aspect of it, this definitely will be up your alley. It truly does capture that refreshing feeling after you have a slice of fresh watermelon. Mugshot is a caramel cappuccino cupcake. I'm kind of here or there with this flavor. I was very impressed with the fact that I'm not a coffee fan at all. I don't like coffee. I don't like flavored coffee. I don't like the frappuccinos, lattes, cappuccinos, things like that. However, this particular flavor, you definitely get that cappuccino flavor. And I absolutely got the caramel, but it wasn't overly sweet to where I felt like it was going to hurt my teeth. So caramel cappuccino you definitely get from this flavor. The cupcake was where I got a little about. I didn't really get a super strong cupcake, cakey type exhale on this. I did get a little bit on the exhale as far as what I feel is supposed to have been the cupcake aspect of it, but it wasn't as noticeable a flavor added into this. Like if they would have just called it a caramel cappuccino and left it at that for this vape, it would have definitely worked. Absolutely, you get that in spades for this flavor. Throwing the cupcake in there, I just feel that the cupcake flavor should have been just a little stronger, just to get more of that flaky cake aspect of the vape. It's still a good vape. If you like coffee style flavors, if you like the sweeter, sweeter styled coffee type drinks, absolutely. This will definitely hit your morning coffee need, if that's what you drink in the morning. The fourth flavor, the one that I saved for this video, is Contract Killer, which is this one right here. Oh, before I forget, one thing that's really cool, if you look at the bottles, you see the different labelings and you see the splatter of the paint. It has almost a graffiti type splatter. They're all color coordinated more specifically for the flavor. Just another attention to detail, just a little something different, but it's really, really cool. Informant, which was the watermelon strawberry, it's got the red, the red splatter for the watermelon and strawberry, and then it's got a little bit of green for the stem of the strawberry and the outer rind of the watermelon. Mugshot, which was the caramel cappuccino cupcake, it's got the whitish with more of a little bit of a tan for, like the cappuccino style, and then it's got the caramel thrown in with a little bit of the cream on top. The Morning Homicide, which was the citrus and orange Tang, obviously it's going to have the orange and citrusy style colors to it. So I mean, again, just little things here and there that they made sure that they took the time to put a high quality feel to it. Just little add-ons, just help enhance the overall product. It's really, really cool to see. So, and this one here is, like I said, that's Contract Killer. Now this one is supposed to be a Churros and Milk. Now the reason why I saved it for this video is I haven't really had a whole lot of churros in my life, mainly because I'm not a huge fan of a straight cinnamon flavor, like the cinnamon sugar. I like it to a certain point. I mean, I'll sprinkle a little bit on it on like a bagel or something like that. I do like apple fritters that I do have cinnamon in them, but churros basically are just a dough covered in cinnamon sugar. So just in case that the cinnamon is just a little strong for me, I saved it for this one so I don't have to vape it a whole lot to be able to get that flavor out. So I'm hoping the milk aspect of the flavor will smooth it out a little bit more for me, to where I be able to vape this, comfortably enough and not feel like it's going to be way too much. So I'm going to bust this one open. I'm going to drip this and then I'm going to vape it, give you my impression of the flavor, and show you the clouds on that. So Real quick, before I go any further, the cotton that I use, the only cotton that I use since I've tried this, is Texas Tough Cotton. You can check her out on Instagram if you are interested. It is a solid wicking cotton. It holds juice very well. Does not have a very cottony taste to it, even on the first vape. And as you can tell, sorry about the focus, but I'm going to show you. I just wicked this brand new for the flavor so that I get the full appreciation of the flavor. But if, like I said, if you are interested, Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram. So with this, and as I showed you, there is a safety ring right here, and it does not, you can't, I could sit here and spin this all day and it will not come off. So I definitely have to push down, twist, and if you've heard that little twist over my loud voice, the cap does come off and there is a safety ring. So there is the safety cap. You can see the plastic inner locking ring. And then this ring here, you can it just pops off. And then up close there, you can see how strong and rigid those teeth are that grip onto that cap. So it is definitely meant for safety, and it has a really nice thin nozzle tip. So if you use a tank, definitely makes it easier to use this to fill that. On your cotton, you can actually use it better to direct it so it doesn't make such a big glob, especially whenever you're juicing it for the first time, how it balls up on the cotton and it doesn't take right away. So while I'm going ahead and juicing this up real fast, I just want to reiterate, pertaining to the safety ring on this bottle, if for any reason, any juice that you order, whether it's from this company, from another company, from, your local shop, any place, it doesn't even have to be juice, it can be anything. Anything that you purchase that has any type of safety aspect to it, whether it's a seal, a wrapper, a lock ring. The child safety cap has a little latch to it that you have to press down, squeeze, and then twist. If at any time you go to use that, whether it's the first time, well, hopefully it'll be before the first time so that you don't end up doing it. But if you go to use that item and for whatever reason, something about it does not compute with you, does not make you feel safe, does not make you want to use it, don't use it, please. Just contact the store that you purchased it from, contact the company, let them know what's going on so that they can rectify the situation and get you something that's in the proper specifications and orders so that you feel comfortable using it. It's all about safety and your health. That's the number one goal. So with that, I'm just about done here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, fix this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and vape this, and I will show you the clouds on that, and I will let you know what the flavor is on this. And as always, since newly, I am vaping at 80 watts. So this is Contract Killer from BMW, Brooklyn's Most Wanted e-juice, churros and milk. Dense clouds, solid clouds, great clouds. I would say I would do the clouds bro thing because some of my friends always want me to do it, but sorry. But as you can see, definitely solid. Flavor wise, okay. I am happy to report the milk aspect to this flavor definitely smooths out the cinnamon because it is definitely cinnamon. If you've ever had a churros, if you've ever had anything that has cinnamon sugar on it, that is most absolutely definitely the flavor you will get out of this, solidly, purely, all the way through the vape. It is definitely the cinnamon sugar. The milk aspect, you will not, at least I'm not picking up a specific milk taste, but I am getting a much smoother vape out of this, and it helps tone it down for me at least. So I could definitely see vaping this. In fact, I actually like this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I will say this is probably going to be my number one pick out of the set, followed by Mugshot. But because of the milk aspect to this flavor, it definitely smooths this out. There's no throat hit in any of the flavors that I tried. Even the watermelon strawberry, the candy breeze, sometimes on the lighter, fruitier flavors, you actually do get that throat hit because of how much lighter and crisper the flavor is. I have not gotten a throat hit on any of these flavors whatsoever, so that is really impressive and that's really awesome. But the milk aspect to this flavor definitely smooths out the cinnamon sugar, so it still is very strong, but it's not overpowering. that's a really, really nice all-day vape option. It's definitely hearty enough that you definitely is fulfilling, but it's not too much that you feel like you're going to get sick from it. Overall, a very, very solid line. You know, like I said, the flavors are a little unique compared to what's out there at the moment. So if you're looking for something different, if you're looking for something that has a little bit different of a kick, but is still a high quality juice with amazing flavor, definitely check this line out. Brooklyn's Most Wanted e-juice. If you haven't heard of them, if your shop hasn't heard of them, let them know. Like I said, they're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Definitely contact them, follow them, like them, hashtag them. Definitely check them out. Get your shop to be interested in them as well. It is definitely going to be a surefire hit, and it will be part of an all-day vape rotation for anybody that likes to seriously vape high-quality flavors. Brooklyn's Most Wanted e-juice. Guys, thank you guys so much. This was an awesome privilege and honor. Definitely like supporting, you know, the East Coast, New York area. Big props to you guys. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. Like, follow, subscribe. Anything that I can do to help enhance your vaping experience, that is all I want to do. Whatever I can do to help that, I absolutely will do. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, constructive criticism, hit me up, let me know. I will do everything in my power to find out for you and let you know so that you have as detailed information for your decisions as possible that I can do to help. So until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love all you guys, and if you have not done it yet, please join the advocacy fight. CASA and SAFTA, you know, get your name in there. Join the fight. Send those petitions in. Send the emails. Contact your local government. Just anything and everything that we can do to help get our voice heard for our vaping rights. We need to do. We need to stick together as a vaping community. Till next time, guys, I'm Token Vaping again. Thanks for watching. Vape on, vape strong, and have a good night.